It's 6:45 and 60 degrees on this first warm day of spring so far. I'm here at the boat ramp. I got here about an hour and 15 minutes before sunrise, which is a bit excessive, but this is what I enjoy doing, so I didn't want to be in a rush and just get out here early. Got some coffee going on the tailgate, getting ready to cook some blueberry French toast. As soon as it gets light enough, I'm gonna put in the lake. One of my favorite things to eat is a blueberry muffin. Figured I probably couldn't make that out here, but I could make some blueberry French toast, so that's what I did. It looks pretty good. My plan is to paddle around and explore this whole place. I've got both of my lenses with me, one for wildlife, one for landscape, and a free day ahead, so let's just see what we can get into. I kind of like the way this rock looks over here. See if I can paddle over there and get some pictures of something. I just paddled over here to check out this rock, and then out of the corner of my eye, I saw a big bird fly by with a white tail and a white head, and a bald eagle's in the top of that dead tree down there. So I'm gonna put my wildlife lens on instead and see if we can go over there and take a closer look. It's kind of wild for me to have all this gear out here on my kayak because this is like my whole net worth. No joke, like in this kayak is like everything I have.
You're the first person I've seen all morning. I've been here since 5.
Oh, awesome.
Have a good day.
You too. I got one picture of a male wood duck over here. It was right next to this, the artificial cavity. I can't reach up to see in there, but check it out there. I'll have to see later if anything was in there. Listen to this symphony right here. Besides that truck. In my last kayaking video, which if you guys haven't watched it, you should go back and check it out. It's called Freedom on the Lake. I was talking about wood ducks and how they can nest in the top of trees. And there's this tree right here that's just the absolute perfect example. Those 3 holes up there were created by pileated woodpeckers, and then the wood ducks can nest right next to the lake, and then as soon as the young are born, they jump out of the tree, and these ones will probably fall pretty close to the lake, and that's exactly what they need. Big, tall, dead trees bordering lakes, streams, and rivers. There's a beaver right here. Let's see what happens. I don't even know what I would do if it came up next to the boat. It's like smack it in the head with the paddle or something. Oh, there it is. It just came right back up. There's the beaver's little lodge. It's kind of small. I wonder if it's just started working on it this year or it just moved into this lake. If I wasn't a Christian, I would still enjoy the outdoors, but because I am, it just means so much more to me. When I'm out here, I'm mostly just having fun. I'm not thinking all spiritual the whole time. But there is moments when I do pause and think like, wow, God really did create all of this. And it's awesome. Here's another beaver lodge right here. So maybe instead of the beaver having a mansion, he just has a couple of different houses. And there's a huge one straight ahead. Well, I'll go check that one out. That's about the size that I usually see him at. Pair of wood ducks. I just stopped here on this point to go to the bathroom, but this lake is just beautiful out here. It's super peaceful. There's just a light rain that you can barely even feel. I saw a couple wood ducks land in the corner over there, and one pair somewhere down here. They were just right along the grass here on the edge of the lake. So I need to keep my eyes peeled as I'm paddling around. And there's a couple little coves back here to explore. So I'm gonna put back in the water and keep exploring the lake. This goose right over here is the first nesting waterfowl that I've seen this year. She staked her claim pretty early on that island, which is probably the best spot to nest around this lake. And then the male is just right here, kind of trying to protect her. It's somewhat coming down here a little bit now. And the spring peepers love this rain. If you can hear them, all they just keep saying is peep, peep all day long. I definitely got some shots of that. I think that was the female red-breasted merganser. They're known to be the mother of a lot of babies that aren't their own. And there's like a record of like 56 baby ducklings with one mother. If I can find a picture of it, I'll put it on here. But they're really cool ducks. I've seen them with 18 before, and that was in a creek. This is the perfect day out here to be a duck. Wood ducks. This is crazy. Look at this lake. I'm gonna tuck up under this hemlock here. Typically, like when I'm spending time outdoors, it's on the weekend, on a Saturday morning or a weekday during the evening, but every now and then I like to carve out much larger, longer periods of time, like I did 2 videos ago when I took a backpacking trip on that Wildcat Hollow Trail. And surrounding this lake right here is called Zaleski State Forest, and it's full of all types of evergreens like the one I'm under right now, and a lot of steep gorges and ravines, and that's where I plan on taking my next overnight backpacking trip. I know there's a couple trails that are around 20 miles, but this whole area and this lake itself is pretty scenic. I'm definitely gonna have to spend some more time around here. I think we're good. I was at a wildlife conference about a week and a half ago, and they asked everyone if you participated in one form of outdoor recreation, and then pretty much everyone raised their hands. And then they said, do you participate in 2 or more? And some hands went down, but there was still a decent amount that were still up. And then they said, if you participate in 2 or more, that you're 4 to 6 times more likely to contribute towards conservation. And it kind of made me think of how many forms of outdoor recreation I like to do, from like fishing, hunting, backpacking, wildlife photography. You could even say like birding. That I don't know if I said kayaking or not. But without even contributing anything, if you just participate in those tasks or those recreational activities, like if you just think about the kayak registration, the fishing license, the hunting license, the tags, the park passes, the day permits, and all that sort of stuff, it really adds up. Without even contributing anything or specifically donating, a lot of money is going to be going towards taking care of parks like this one, different parks across the country. There was a turtle sitting on this log that I just got a couple pictures of, and the kingfisher was sitting over here. I was just kind of hanging out, looking around. That's usually how it is, because I keep missing these wood ducks. I'll be paddling around, and then they're tucked in the grass on the side of the bank, and then they fly off, and they were right next to me, so I could have got a good shot of them. So I just stopped paddling, and I started looking around, and I saw that kingfisher, and then I saw that turtle, and they ended up flying off and going in the water. But if I just stop getting in a hurry out here and slow down some and actually look, I think I could find a lot more wildlife. The bald eagle just flew right overhead, and I got a couple shots from underneath, and I see it landed in this tree up here. So I'm gonna see if I can paddle closer and get another shot. The eagle's right on the edge of this branch too. So if I can get close, this is gonna be an awesome shot. I haven't got a close picture of a bald eagle since I was in Alaska. The whole day when I saw it this morning, it just gave me hope that I would see it. And I'm super happy about it. I think I got a couple good shots. This one has a white head, so it's at least 4.5 or 5 years old. And up until that point, their head is still brown. So this eagle has probably been calling this lake home for a while. And it's just super cool to get to capture such a awesome animal like that. Beavers, bald eagle, osprey, wood ducks, Baltic kingfisher. This is definitely turtles. This is the most diverse wildlife photography that I've got to capture for sure. And that's just the start to the busy season, the growing and productive season of spring and summer. It's been nice getting out here paddling around on the first warm morning of spring, and with the shots there, the bald eagle to wrap things up. I think this video is coming to an end. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to create space to withdraw. If you want to join a community of people who reflect, refuel, and refocus outdoors, people who work hard and withdraw often, that's what we're building here at Withdraw. And me and my friend Blaine Riley just released our first collection of shirts based on the inspiration behind Withdraw. Luke 5:16, which says, "But Jesus often withdrew to the wilderness for prayer." This is just a reminder that we all must withdraw, and the best place to do that is outdoors. We're doing 15% off all first-time orders. Thanks for your support.